This was scary, exhilarating, and makes you doubt everything you ever learned that's real and unreal.
Back in 2014, I began work on a 10-part documentary series on the subject of Bigfoot. It took me places I did not expect to go, and it gave me a perspective I did not expect to have. Well, it's been 10 years, and a lot of questions still remain. Join me and help me to answer the litany of questions hanging over the phenomenon known as Bigfoot.
Walking up, I could see that there was something there. As I got closer, it stood up.
I know there's something there. I'm a lot more leery when I go out. I mean, really leery.
And I seen this humongous arm reach right in.
One of the dogs got killed, twisted, and torn in two.
What the heck have I heard when I've been out in the wilderness on so many different occasions? When I want answers, I go after them. My new documentary film, The Question of Bigfoot, will attempt to answer all of the skeptics' burning questions. Why don't we see one on a trail cam? Where are the bones? Have they ever been hit by a car? Why haven't we captured one? Is there enough room out there in the wilderness for them to exist? Are they real or are they not? I can't do this without you. So take a look at all of the rewards within this Kickstarter campaign and help me to produce The Question of Bigfoot. This looks like it's going to be a treat. Apparently right beside the pig here is sago worms. Wonderful, juicy, tasty larvae. I can't wait. So the shaman are actually not allowed to eat the larvae. It's tradition. You can't eat anything that isn't sacrificed or prepared specifically for the anticipated ceremony. And today, this includes grubs. He's not allowed to have it. The kids love it. He's like, all right, I'm in. Okay, okay. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm about to share in a jungle delicacy. Sago larva. I'll take it. I can eat it. I'm not afraid. Here, give me that sucker. Did he just eat the whole thing? I don't. Oh, that's disgusting. I bet you it tastes good. So this is the sago larva. This is a treat for these guys. The kid ate his first because it's a treat. I just can't eat the head. Okay. Okay, me and you. Me and you.
Mananam.
Mananam. Yeah, I'm just saying that. That means delicious. You know, I've had better. You know how you chew that last piece of grizzle and you can't swallow it, but it's still in your mouth and you just keep chewing and then you're looking around for the bread on the table? This is one of those moments. Oh. Oh man. Mananam. Delicious. That's the sago larva. Didn't it look delicious? Oh yeah. Well, I feel like carrying a big fat pig on my shoulders now. Almost immediately into my jungle shelter exploration, I have run across one of the tiny yet potent dangers of this jungle, what the Warani natives call the manyi. I'm wondering if maybe there's a nest close by. Now, they only nest in numbers of 60 to 100, but that's plenty. 5 or 6 stings from a manyi ant will put a full-grown man to the ground. You know what? I was gonna club him. There's no point. He'll probably laugh it off. I gotta go get the machete. He's still around. Try chopping them in half. That sort of stops them. I've chopped him in half and he's still trying hard to bite me. I've got his bum over on a leaf there, and it inflicts one of the most painful stings in the jungle. It's been described as taking a pair of red-hot pliers, jamming them into your skin, squeezing hard, twisting, and holding for 5 hours. And I took one step into the jungle and there he was. This apparently is one of my gravest dangers to watch out for. I can bet that this guy's going down. Oh good, I chopped him in half. That is now the 5th manyi ant that I've come across. And I mean, that's the decapitated version. He has no head, and as I touched him with the stick, you can see that it's still trying to sting, even though it's been decapitated, just like its head keeps trying to bite, even though it has no body left. These guys are mean. Now, you might think that I could pretty much just grab any bug and eat it and get some protein. It's not true. This guy's a good case in point. Some of these bugs, at the very least, aren't palatable, but often they'll even have toxic poison in them. This guy, well, he's got a couple things going against him. Number one, he's got brightly colored legs. So that's the first thing you want to look out for. Bright colors, be careful. Usually means something toxic. Number two, he's really cumbersome and just plodding along and just bumbling along right out in the open without issue. And when they do that, it means they probably got nothing to worry about. They're probably carrying some kind of a toxic poison with them. And number three, and I'm not even going to bother testing this one, is do they smell bad? And often they'll have a horrible little odor to them. So if they meet 3 of those, or even just one of those 3 conditions, then it's probably a good bug to stay away from. Laid out on this flat rock, just laying there with my hat over top of me, being bombarded by a forest's worth of mosquitoes. Storm never came in, it didn't cool things down, in fact it just got hotter. So I sweated inside my rain jacket all night long. Oh man, and sleep here listening to the sound of the mosquitoes. Usually tuck my hands in my pocket just to get them away from the bugs. Oh, and it's a brutal experience. You can hardly breathe inside this thing and you just sweat constantly. In all my years of wilderness tripping, that is the worst experience of mosquitoes I've ever had. I don't think I got maybe a good solid 15 minutes in total of sleep. So far tonight I'm getting lucky with the mosquitoes. They're not too bad. Not yet. And the rain's held off. There's a phenomenon that happens here. I call it the 10-minute warning. Depending on what the temperature is like, you get a situation where you start to hear this hum, this buzz in the distance. If that happens, look out. Because within almost 10 minutes exactly, you're about to be swarmed by mosquitoes. And what it is, my understanding is that the mosquitoes are actually, they're all sitting on their little branches and leaves and blades of grass, and they actually are warming up their body temperature, getting ready. And then they take off on their hunt for blood. And when you hear that 10-minute warning, it's going to be a bad night. I haven't heard it yet. If I'm going to hear it, it's going to be soon. Oh, man. I can just hear the mosquitoes are buzzing and they're echoing. I don't know how many there are, but it sounds like a million because of the canoe. Oh. Oh. This is insane. big mistake.
Well, that gave me a fright. Maybe a stupid move on my part, eh? Some deep holes in this cliffside, and in my situation, probably not smart to try poking in them. I think I just woke up a hornet's nest in the other hole. Oh boy.
Big part of how I need to be when I'm out here is walking with purpose, projecting a real confidence level. In other words, not looking like prey. Holy f***! So what happened? I went to go tell you about a plant that I saw and stepped on a bee's nest. Oh, now I got my nerves up.
Excellent. Some protein. Once I clean the dirt off of it. Believe it or not, earthworms have a lot of protein. Well, that one's a little gritty. Ooh, and a little bitter too.
It's time to head out for more substantial food. But first, the group splits. A few of us head out to find the magic ingredient to make poison for arrows. A tiny grub that lives a foot or two under the hot and hard-packed desert ground. We scan and travel through the scrub brush environment, looking for a handful of small bushes where the grub prefers to live. And I notice that no teenagers join us on the mission. No younger San are here to learn the skill.
So all three men are digging down right now, trying to find the larva they're looking for, where they can get the poison.
There's a lot of danger even in just gathering. If you touch the grub and then touch your eyes, you can poison yourself. They never go hunting with poison arrows alone for this reason. It's a dangerous occupation.
To be able to pick out a tree, know that it's the right tree, to dig down deep, to work hard at digging deep, just to find a couple of small little pea-sized grubs so you can make poison for your arrow. Those kind of skills are vanishing rapidly. We're really just looking for a needle in a haystack here. This is what it looks like. And then inside it is a grub.
Some elements of the poison are not poisonous at all on their own, and in fact one is even edible.
It's the other part of the poison mixture for the poison-tipped arrows, this wild asparagus. They mix that with the grub that they found. It's the acacia tree, and he's getting some of the bark. Mix the bark, the wild asparagus, and the grub together, and they have the poison for the tip of their arrows.
In a moment of sincere lament, the bushman says to me, "My sons and brothers don't know how to do this. They're not learning these ways. And soon, they'll be gone, vanished, forever."
Look at this little bugger. This guy is going right for a sensitive spot. There have been ticks on me since I started this thing. Big ones, small ones, fast ones, slow ones. Ones with striped legs, ones all red. Fortunately, not too many of them are carrying a lot of diseases. I'm told that there are some caterpillars that if they're smooth, probably like this one, that I might be able to eat them. But I'm also told that there are caterpillars here that can pretty much kill you if you touch them once.
I don't think I'm going to take the chance.
By following the bees' flight path, we're led straight to the hive. Honey hunting is as old as the Vedas culture itself, being reported by the first colonial explorers who encountered the Veda tribe in the early 1500s, and their honey is notoriously good. The Vedas are fearless as they approach the hive. For them, honey is not only their favorite food, it's a valuable bartering item in the market.
This is a whole new method here. Okay, so they're not actually even smoking them out. He's just blowing in up the tree. Do the bees, do the bees sting? Yes? Okay then. The bees sting.
All we're doing to calm the bees and keep them from swarming us is gently blowing on them. Perhaps it's the peaceful energy and the Veda confidence and calmness that's transferred to the bees, lulling them into a non-aggressive state. Whatever it is, it's working.
Go. Look at that. Sweet. This is only done 2 or 3 times a year. Let the combs rebuild. Got bees going up my pants. It was really interesting to do it without using any smoke at all, just blowing on it and putting my hand in and pulling it out. Never would have thought that was even possible. Right now, the eldest is offering some of the honey to appease the demons, so he's just doing an offering right now over the freshly gathered combs.
Time is taken to honor the bees, and we even close the hole back to protect the bees from weather and allow them to rebuild.
This is gonna be good. Wow. That's a lot better than beetle nut.
Both the main gatherer and myself have received a couple of bee stings, the small cost of a sweet treat.
Everybody's having a bit of a piece, and a lot of it will go back now to the village for those at home. This was amazing.
What the heck? Well, what do you know? I caught some. Look at the size of that guy. He's covered in jam and sand.
This may look like a tasty meal to a starving person, but unfortunately, the reason they are so slow and seem worry-free of attack is that for most predators, they are toxic. A small amount of cyanide makes them mildly poisonous.
I'm gonna come down and brush Remington and Flint. Once again, they're just covered with mosquitoes. Especially Remington, the brown horse. I guess they like that color better because they're all over him. Hey Remington. Hey, buddy. Come here. See what I mean? It's just covered. I come out here quite often, but it doesn't really do much good. He likes it anyway, I can tell. That's just an insane amount of mosquitoes. If that many mosquitoes were on me, I'd be going out of my mind.
My guide is hard on the hunt for a treat hidden within a dead palm tree.
Oh! That's a lot of work for that meal. See, bite? Bite? Oh, see? Okay, it bites. All right. So there we go. That's my little grub dude there. She took her part already. It's good. It's good. See? So you can see that.
These are my friends. I know they're my friends because they're with me through thick and thin every day, all day.
Time to check out all the area. This is obviously where they've hung cows before, after hunting them out there. Wild cows. Okay, check this out. Oh. Okay, that's pretty disgusting. Obviously crawling with maggots, but if I had to, I could boil it up. There's some here too. Big hunk of cow fat. I have no idea of knowing how old it is, but I have a feeling I'm gonna be calling it dinner tonight.
You really gotta watch for tok-tok ants. They just crawl along the ground, along the trees. Well, one thing's for sure, you know it when you find one. Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to sitting without sitting because the ground is always crawling with something. Ecosystems are living, breathing entities unto themselves, but jungles exemplify this concept and exist as the most rich and obvious example of a land alive and moving. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. I am standing here. I'm not sitting, I'm not lying, I'm standing. And why am I standing? Because this place has come alive with fire ants. That's unbelievable. They're crawling all along the bamboo. I tried sitting down on the floor. There's just, the whole building's covered in fire ants. All right, well, I'm basically in the barn now. And not much I can do but sit out here because I'm not going back in there. That's insane. I think I'm gonna be pretty much just curled here now in the dirt and hope that the ants stick to the wood. Because, you know, ants don't crawl on the ground, do they? This couldn't be worse. No, couldn't be worse.
There's a critter up in this nest. It gives me a chance to try out my new spear. I'm gonna be careful because these old weaverbird nests are absolute perfect homes for the Cape Cobra. Big old locust. Ooh, he's a big one. Dinner. You do have to be worried about what bugs you eat. If they're brightly colored, and this guy's not, or if they smell really bad, this guy smells fine. Those are some things to watch out for. It likely means that they're toxic. This one I think is going to be just fine. I hear him sizzling. It's kind of popping like popcorn. There we go. Now, here's the edible part. Bottoms up, eh? It's always surprisingly good tasting. Feels like it's going to be gross. When you get in there, and it's like, oh, that's pretty good.
I can't get too close to that camera because that's a big wasp who's decided he likes it. I don't feel like getting stung on the first day out here.
Wah! Ironically enough, as it is in most places, it's not the big spiders that are a problem. They're just creepy and not usually poisonous. It tends to be the small parasites in the New Guinea jungle that can cause the real problems.
Mind you, it's come to this. I'm now chopping at termite mounds to see if I can throw a little munch. I can't even find the big juicy termites. I'm gonna pig out on the little termites. There we go, 4 at once. Oh, and the dirt's a bonus. Oh, I'm getting stuffed.
I'm always a bit nervous about breaking open old nests and stirring up a new hornet nest or a sleeping viper.
Shoot, I was hoping it was a fresh termite nest, but it's old. A lot of these are just too old. I'm trying to find one that's fresh so I can munch out on some termites. There's just nowhere near as many as I thought there was going to be. I don't know, but if I do it like a monkey, take a stick, hook it all the way down, let them climb onto it. There we go. just needs a little twig like this.
You know, at night, the forest just comes alive. The whole ground begins to move. Crabs and spiders and snakes. Everything comes alive.
Get it. This is horrible. I'm gonna do the fireboat tomorrow night for sure. Everything moves. Everything's crawling. I think there's army ants on the tree because they're starting to get bitten all over. And it wasn't mosquitoes, I can tell you that much. And scorpions, tarantulas this big. This is all I can do. Sit and wait. Feel like a sitting duck.
Hey everyone, allow me to interrupt myself. I don't really like hawking merchandise and swag, but you guys do ask all the time where you can get certain items. For example, check this out, Hennessy hammock. I put a lot of time and effort into designing this hammock with Hennessy. It's their top hammock. It's an amazing, beautiful, comfortable hammock to enjoy for all of your adventures out there, so just check it out. It's got a full-size tarp, which was a big thing for me. It's got insulation, and I love it. So I've got the Hennessy hammocks. Of course, for years I've been in a phenomenal relationship with Hella of Norway, Hella Knives. And this is our signature knife, of course, the Tamagami. These knives are handmade. In fact, I've been there to this very ancient factory where I don't know how many, it's well over 100 years that they've been operating, and every single handle is handmade. All of the grinding, everything is done by hand. And these knives are absolutely beautiful. I also now have a brand new relationship, and you will see these items, new foraging tools that I'm designing with LT Wright Knives out of Ohio. And also, Chef Paul Rogalski of Wild Harvest has the signature Chef Paul Rogalski kitchen knife collection. Those are a big thrill to me, to have these beautiful items that we spent years designing, and I still have them available for you. However, if you want to go more the route of just enjoying the Survivorman legacy, if you will, then of course, go to my website, lestroud.ca, go to the shop page. Right there, you've got everything. All the swag, all the merch, such as my manual on survival. This is, if you want to get into survival, this book is meant to be a way to walk you through step by step, because I deal a lot more with concepts than I do with specifics, because that's really important. Once you understand the concepts of fire by friction, for example, you can do it depending on where you are, because I can't give you the advice on how to do it here in Canada and hope that it's also going to work down in the jungle. Things are different. So I've always been very proud of this book, Survive. So that is my survival manual. Also, if you weren't aware, I've got the book Will to Live. I wrote this book well, it's kind of for a lot of fun. I took my 10 favorite survival stories, such as Chris McCandless Into the Wild or the Robertson family and the life raft, and I basically dissect them with this book. I tear apart the story, I go through everything, and I even give them a little bit of a grade on how I thought they did. So I really enjoyed writing this book. It's a real easy read, it's a fast read, but I think there's a lot of insight there for you into all of these different examples of people who have either survived or perished. Speaking of books, so honored, so thrilled, so proud that Wild Outside, my first children's book, has won the Yellow Cedar Award, Best Nonfiction Children's Book in Canada for ages 7 to 14. I tell stories from Survivorman, lessons learned during those expeditions and adventures, and there are even activities they can do in the out of doors. So there you go. My new book, my children's book, Wild Outside, Around the World with Survivorman, has just won the Yellow Cedar Award, and I'm up for another award yet. And in keeping with stuff that's going on right now, we are also up for an award for our Season 1 recipe book from the series Wild Harvest. And if you've never caught the series Wild Harvest, check this out.
Hey Les! Gotta watch some whales! Oh my gosh! This perhaps is the most incredible kitchen scenario I've ever had.
Can you create a dish where the domestic ingredients don't overshadow the wild ingredients?
This dish is a showcase of how great these foraged ingredients come together.
It's the best when it's its own flavor. When you're making something with a wild edible, you're nailing it and not losing the wild flavor. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. 2 seasons right now, 26 episodes. In the United States, it's on PBS stations. You can also get it on this YouTube channel. In Canada, Cottage Life TV. In Sweden and Norway, on Matt Canalan. It's on National Geographic. Asia, which includes China and India. So my Wild Harvest series is playing around the world now, and we, with every single season, create a recipe book based on the recipes that we show you in the actual shows themselves. So that's Wild Harvest. And of course, if you want the DVD, you can get that on this website as well, lesstroud.ca. And let's not forget too, that I'm a musician. The CDs themselves are available on the website. The next release will be the re-release of the Mother Earth album on vinyl. But go on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, or on my website. You can go to the shop page, you can pick up all of my CDs. So this is the last one. This is my 20th anniversary selection. Check it out. Every film I've ever made, 76 films in all of the Survivorman, Bigfoot, Beyond Survival, music documentaries, one-off films such as the award-winning La Loche about the school shooting up in Canada and a healing canoe trip. This is my 20th anniversary. 76 films. And people that have picked this up have raved about it. And I'm really proud that I can say I've got 20 years of anything, to be honest with you. That's available for you as well on that Les Stroud shop page. Okay, that's me hawking my stuff. Back to the video.
I know it doesn't look like much, but with any luck at all, there'll be a treat inside this little hole here. You gotta move quick because the treat that's in there will start to move. Oh yeah! This is called a witchetty grub, just a little one. Nice peanutty taste. Sweet deal. This is a more classic example of where you can find a witchetty grub. And you can see the swelling in the tree. That should indicate that there's a witchetty grub in there. Oh, I see him.
Cutting into the cavity that the grub has created won't harm the tree at all. Eventually, it scars over and continues to live without issue.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, sweet. Look at that. Look at the size of that guy. I'm gonna cook him up for breakfast. All right, so he's just gonna straighten out as he heats up. Gets all toasted for me. This is gonna be good. Ooh, sizzling. I think that's about all he needs. So, ooh, it's actually hot. So first thing I want to do is pop the head off. Same thing at the back end. I want to pull the bum, because with it comes all the poop and stuff. Wait for it. Oh, Oh, this is going to give me a lot of energy, believe it or not. This is not the kind of creepy crawly that conjures up plate fright where you got to get it in your mouth and down quick so you can get the nutrients. This is tasty. Oh man, that's good. Well, I will definitely try to find more damp areas further downstream and see if I can get myself some more of those witchetty grubs. If I could have 3 or 4, 5 of those a day, I'd be actually surviving quite well. They're full of nutrients. Oh, that was good. Yeah, that's better than eating them raw. very bright moon tonight. It's making it so that I can walk around on the island without too much problem in the dark.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
The witchetty grub, which is the larva of the ghost moth, used to attract hordes of Aboriginal peoples from all different tribes to come and dine on them as a delicacy.
This is a new one. I'm cooking witchetty grubs over cow manure.
They can take up to 2 years to grow inside the tree.
Oh, that's good. There he is. Yeah, it looks like a bark scorpion. An awfully big one. Ooh, and he wants to sting me. Look at that thing. The way to eat these guys, what you want to do is hold them down and just cut off the stinger. Look at him trying to sting that. So once you can get the stinger cut off, there. Okay. Now, he shouldn't be much of a problem. Ow! See him nipping onto my finger there? Ow! Like to pinch onto your tongue. Like I said, they're actually quite tasty. Not bad at all. Can't believe I just did that. Not bad at all. Definitely a bark scorpion. Nice and tasty. Just a small problem here. This place is crawling with leeches. And, I just asked Taroja if they're a problem. He said, yeah, they're a problem for sure. As soon as he saw one on himself, he pulled it off right away. And they're everywhere. Just these little tiny leeches. Asked me if they go into the skin. He said, yes, yes. Massive colonies of leafcutter ants all around me. They're harmless. The leafcutter ants don't do anything. But they're kind of funny. They make their own highways. You drop something in front of it, they'll all band together and they'll move it out of the way. They'll leave for a stick or something so they can have their trail back. Quite spectacular. This tree's covered in leafcutter ants. Sorry guys, I'm going to ruin your highway. Yep, they've lost the pheromone trail. Got a little bit of a pile up on the highway here. Why is it I feel bad all of a sudden? Like I just disrupted an entire universe there. They'll figure it out. They don't look like they're figuring it out. Walk over the tip, boys. Okay, seriously, I feel guilty. There. So I've got a mother scorpion here, and she's got all of her little baby scorpions on her back. This particular one here is not one I'm gonna mess with. See the little tiny pincers on it? I don't know a lot about scorpions, but I've been told when the pincers are small, watch out, because that means the tail is gonna pack a wallop. And this one, this mother with its babies all over it will pack a painful wallop. Now you gotta remember that kids are around here playing all the time. And I know when I was a kid, flipping over rocks was a pastime. So let's see what I got under this one here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Okay. Now this guy is not so bad.
You see, some of them, and this is what's going to happen. I mean, you can actually play with this scorpion. He's not such a big deal. You're going to get a sting, but it's not going to be so bad. Some of these other scorpions, the kids get stung by them, and you're in for a day, that's for sure. There we are. Little grasshopper. What you do, get as many of them as you can. You just hold them this way. You pull off the head, which pulls the stomach out with it. And this thing, which actually stays kicking for a while, is part of a meal. For now, oh, I know what I'll do. Once you get enough of them, you make yourself a little, well, it's kind of like a fish stringer. Might be a bit big, this one. And you poke it through. There we go. And there's one. Let's see if I can get some more. All right. I'll show you against my shirt there. You can see it now. There we go. It's a nice little feast. Look at this big juicy guy. Look at, they still keep kicking, even after their heads are completely gone. So, there you go. There's my grasshopper kebab. All right, well, time for my little grasshopper kebab, my little treat of the day. Now, I can roast it beside the fire, but doing it this way on top of a rock, like a frying rock like that, is a real cool and easy way to do it. So I think I'll just put these guys on there. Now, what I want to do is just move that over. I'm going to give these guys just a last roasting just to make sure they're fully cooked, because they can carry tapeworms. So, give these guys a last little roast here, but I think they're cooked pretty nicely. And let's see here. Here's my big one here I got. When you're hungry. Wings, legs, and all. And there's thousands of those guys all around me. So I think I'll keep eating on them for a while. Bon appetit. I'm getting a little excited this morning. We've got fresh elephant scat on the trail on the way to the honey hunting.
Dung from the powerful Namibian elephant, once it dries, is essentially a big ball of dried plant matter. It's the perfect bundle of tinder. It'll smolder for a long time, producing a lot of smoke. When the bees sense smoke, they automatically assume a grass or forest fire has begun. Their instinctual reaction is to return to the hive and cluster in tight and wait it out. This duck and hide response takes their focus away from protecting the hive, allowing a hand to reach in for honeycomb without worry of being swarmed and stung.
They've got the elephant dung right up in the hole, getting the smoke up in there, and it's ticking the bees off, let me tell you. You can hear them. Man, you can hear them working up a buzz.
The bushmen are always careful to watch the bees throughout the year to see when they've started a new hive and begun making honey. Only the men gather the honey. The women and the kids stay back in camp. The honeybees of Africa are reputed to be the most aggressive honeybees in the world.
And the intensity just keeps picking up. More and more bees coming out all the time. They're just trying to make a bigger hole there, and as soon as they do, you put the smoker back in there and calm the bees down.
The poison in 1,000 bee stings is enough to kill a person. and there could easily be 40,000 bees in this hive. Modern professional beekeepers wear masks and full body protection, but these tribes have figured out how to deal with the fear and the danger, and their reward is a high-energy meal.
So they finally struck some honey. That's a lot of work to get into the tree like that. Like I said, they only do this once a year. If they can, they're going to find their way into some major slabs of honey, comb, to bring them back. That's good honey. Whew. Now that's the honeycomb. Yes, this guy after.
With a chance to do this only a few times a year with the hives that exist around the village, everyone takes a turn at reaching for the sweet bounty.
You can see the enjoyment on their faces. Well worth the work of the digging in. We've got bees landing all over us. A couple of stings here and there, but nothing too bad. Still an incredible thing doing that when you think about it, and what a little bit of smoke can do to calm the bees down, and just reaching your hand in, pulling hunks of their home out, and eating them while they fly around.
Nice juicy ant. The ant bums. Are quite tasty. With protein. You can munch on the little ant bums. The docile ants. Don't go after the aggressive ants. But the little docile ants, the big ones with the big bums, it's protein.
Son of a... ants are biting. Yeah, ants falling into ant nests here and there. Biting big, fat red ants. Look at that little sucker. See, look, he's biting. Trying to bite into my shirt. Okay, that was crazy. Had to kind of rush through an area because the ants had a house. And big, massive mounds, all ants. And every time I went through, even the hay while we're running, because they were knee height with the leaves, and were just getting all over us, and they knocked the tree. That ant's falling down, ow, on my head. So they're crawling out here, big red ants.
In the middle of the northern end of Baffin Island, I've just finished a successful caribou hunt with 2 Inuit guides. The meat has been stored, but there's one small treat that even my guides have not had before.
You gonna eat one? You gonna eat one? I can try it. You can try. Have you had one before? No. You not had one before? Wow, come on, Brian. Have you ever eaten one? No. I just washed my hands with caribou crap, so you can try a warble fly.
These fly larvae drive the caribou crazy and were a normal part of the Inuit diet years ago. It would seem now, though, that the practice is one piece of the culture that has gone by the wayside.
All 3, you ready? Okay. We try warble fly. First time you guys eating this.
Mama.
It tastes like milk. That's disgusting.
Hey, baby, I got one. Let me show you. Got a second one. Yeah. And a third one. So that's 3 scorpions out of 4 traps. Very cool. 1, 2, 3. And they've been there all night. They're not going anywhere. Let me, there's a trap just down here. I'm gonna check it. I got another scorpion. All right, now comes the job of getting the scorpions out of these cups.
I've got to cut off the stingers, which is where all of the poison is held. Humans can ingest poison from snakes and scorpions because it's simply a protein, but not if you have an ulcer or a stomach injury. For me, just the thought of the stinger getting stuck in my throat is enough.
Wow, he pinches hard. Ooh, this one's lively. There we go. My scorpion kebab. Sun's getting hot today. It's coming over top, but I'll be shaded here in just a moment. So let's put these guys on the grill, shall we? There we go. In spite of my frustration with not catching a weaver bird last night, half a dozen or maybe 10 of these scorpions probably might be very close to the same amount of nutrition as one of those tiny little birds anyway. Yeah! Breakfast. Time to munch on some scorpions. A little gritty. You have to kind of do this quick and not think about it. The more you think about it, the more you won't do it.